How can I help?
Everything okay back there?
Oh!
Just go.
It's okay.
Things get a little boring around here late nights.
I believe that. Say, there's a mechanic at the garage over there. He helped us with our car earlier. You know him?
I think he's gone home for the night. He'll probably be back tomorrow morning.
Do you know another garage?
There's Clark's. About 20 miles east.
Thank you.
Trouble is, Clark's won't be open either. Not this late. Meanwhile, I'm wide open here.
What was it like having to prepare for a role where you had to maintain such a high level of emotional intensity throughout?
It was tough. I really prepped hard. I mean, I really sat with that script and made all my notes. Like, it was one of those ones where, you know, your preparation was really precise and really intense because playing general fear is boring and, you know, boring for the audience, boring for the actor. And it would be very, very specific all the way through. And we got tired, Luke and I. You know, we both said, wow, this is a movie that's not shot on location and it's on a studio lot, and we're exhausted because just emotionally, you know, you're at that pitch for so long.
Well, it was kind of interesting and fun for me. It was helpful to work with Kate because she's a really good actor, and yeah, you know, the movie takes place all over the course of one night, and it's so kind of terrifying. And you know, you start in September and you finish at Thanksgiving, and you're working on the same set, and you're in the same clothes, like, kind of, yeah, it was really interesting, and it was challenging, but it was really fun, and at the end of the day, it was really rewarding. I mean, I did feel like we'd really accomplished something. I felt like we made a really good, classy movie.
I'm slipping in my clothes.
I'm gonna sleep in my shoes. Never should have gotten off the interstate. This looks like a real library of classics.
Now, how did acting in this film affect your life day to day? I would be scared out of my wits all the time.
Well, it shows up in funny places. I mean, I'm shooting a movie at the moment in Canada, and we went to on location and had to stay in a small motel. And every one of us who had, you know, my makeup artist worked on Vacancy. Every one of us who had anything to do with Vacancy were really freaked out.
And that's the interesting thing too. It's like you work on a comedy, and it's like, you know, it does kind of seep into your life, whatever, you know, you're doing, whatever movie you're working on. It's like I work on like something like Old School, for instance. It's like you're driving to work and you're like in a great mood, like, hey, I'm gonna get to see Will and Vince. And then with Vacancy, it was like so intense for Kate Beckinsale and I that at the end of the day, after having like spent 12 hours like being terrified and running around, I think we both felt fairly drained.
Emergency.
We need some help. Some people are trying to kill us.
Where are you located, sir?
Me and my wife were at this motel, the Pinewood Motel. It's near the mountains. They've got us trapped.
Who has you trapped, sir?
I don't know. We just need help. The Pinewood Motel.
Yes, sir. Do you have an address?
No, it's near some side roads. Look it up.
You're going to need to settle down, sir. You'll never survive if you lose control, Mr. Fox. And you shouldn't be wandering around in the dark by yourself.
I really thought it was an interesting premise. I thought, you know, it's obviously a horror movie, it's a thriller, but I really like the fact that the relationship between the two characters was at such an extreme and difficult and uncomfortable place in the beginning of the movie, and that everything that happens in the movie, it sort of realistically does bring them together in a way that psychologically actually makes sense. You know, I really felt that it was actually a very solid story, and the characters were really well drawn, and I was interested in exploring that relationship.